Hi, and welcome to the video on how to plot your global land and ocean temperature anomalies by year. So in this lab, you're going to be plotting global land and ocean temperature anomalies by year to see if the global temperature is increasing at a faster or slower rate since 1975. You will then use that information to either support or refute the idea that current climate change is due to human activity. So in your plot, you are going to have an independent variable, which will be on your x-axis, and that will be the year, and your dependent variable, which is your global temperature anomaly data. You need to make two plots for this, one for the years 1880 to 1974, and then one for the years 1975 to 2016. For each plot, you're going to add a trend line. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the first plot, the plot from 1880 to 1974. And then after this video, you will do this one repeating the same steps for the years 1975 to 2016. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is plot our data, and I'm going to show you both in the using the data and then also with these slides. So we're going to plot the data, as I said, for the years 1880 to 1974, and those years are in blue. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click on the column, hold down the shift, So click on the column and then hold down the shift to highlight the second column. So now they're both highlighted. So that's just to recap. To highlight your columns, you click on box A. Click on A at the top. Then you hold down the shift and click on box B, and then that will highlight both A and B. So that's my first step done, to highlight my columns. The second step is we're going to actually insert our chart. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top to insert, go down to chart, and then the chart will automatically appear. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So these are highlighted. We go to insert, chart, and here's our chart. Now, what if your chart should look like this? You should have a linear chart, but if your chart does not look like this, you're going to follow the instructions on the next in the next couple slides. So let's say you do it and you get a chart that looks like this. What do? So if your chart is not linear, then you must change it to a linear chart. And here's how we're going to do that. First thing is we're going to click on the white space. So we're going to click on the white space here. And when you do that, you'll notice that there's these three dots that appear. So you're going to click on that, and then you go to Edit Chart. Now, my chart editor was already open, but sometimes it's not. So if it's not, then you'll have it. Okay, after that, you're going to go to make sure it's on Setup. Make sure it's on Setup. And then you're going to go to Chart Type. And there's a drop-down menu. You're going to click on that. And you're going to scroll down until you find the one that looks like this, a line chart. And not the one with the curve. You don't want that one. You want the one with the angles. Okay, so you click on that one. And then there you go. So just to recap, if your chart does not look like a line, you're going to click on the white space until the three dots appear in the upper right corner. Then you're going to click on the three dots and click on Edit. Then you're going to click on the setup window. Make sure it's on setup window. So that should be the one in green. Then click on the drop-down menu under chart type. So here's chart type. You're going to click on that drop-down menu. And then this drop-down menu should appear. And you're going to look for the line chart with the sharp lines. Not the one with the curves, but the one with the sharp lines. Usually it's the first one. And you're going to click on that. Okay, so at this point, everyone should have a graph that looks like this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a trend line. All right, so once again, just in case your chart editor is not open, you're going to click on the white space, wait for the 3 dots to appear, click on the 3 dots, go to edit chart. Okay, so we want to edit our chart here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go to customize. So click on customize. And we're going to go to series. And you're going to have to, you may have to scroll down. And then at the bottom, you'll see that it says trend line. There's 3 check boxes. Click on the one that says trend line. And now you see this line appear. So that straight line is your trend line. Now the final thing we want to do after adding the trend line is to label it, because we want to have a y equals mx plus b label. So we're going to go to label at the bottom. So again, you may have to scroll down. So here under at the bottom there, it says label. Go to that drop down menu, use equation. And now at the top here, our equation is shown, okay? And next week, we're going to analyze that a little bit further, but this is our equation for right now. And that is all you need to do. So just to recap, how do we add a trend line? So to add a trend line, once again, you click on the white space. So the 3 dots appear if your editor is not open. Then you click on the 3 dots. Click on edit chart. Once you've done that, you want to click on customize. So make sure it's on to customize. Go to series. And here you may have to scroll down. You may have to scroll down to find it. You're going to scroll down until you find trend line at the bottom. Highlight the trend line. And then finally, you want to, under label, so that same window is still open, use equation, and then your equation should appear, okay? Okay, so that is it for now. That's all you have to do, is just to get your equation all squared away, all set up. So we've done the information in blue. Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to repeat all of that. I'm just going to move this chart out of the way here. You're going to have to repeat all of that for this data. So it's the same thing. You highlight, you insert your chart, under setup, under customize, go to series, add a trend line, and then add and label it with an equation. So you would have 2 charts. You should have 2 charts in the end. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful. Have a quality day.